Complaining, right? Complaining is not a strategy. If you don't like what is going on, instead of stirring the dung, as they say, if you want to create change and stand up for what you believe is right, do it in a respectful manner, and you will be more likely to be heard. Speak about problems, not people. Speak about solutions, not emotions. And your outcomes will quickly become positive. Amazing, isn't it? Simple as that. We see tons and tons of people talking. We hear it. We see it. 80% of what we hear and see are people complaining. They're talking about people. They're talking about their emotions. They're complaining about stuff. They're complaining about peoples and the person this, the person that. Complaining about their own emotions and how they feel about things. The problem normally is not the people. The problem is normally not the emotions. Those are reactions, right? The people react. They react with their emotions, right? So they get their big stir stick out and they start stirring, right? Stirring a big pot of dung, spelled differently, right? So complaining, really, is not a strategy for reaching an outcome. It's not a strategy for really? Is it a strategy for winning? Is complaining a tool or a good strategy for winning? I don't think so. When you get on the news or on the internet, you watch news stuff or YouTube videos or whatever, and you get to see these politicians up there. A lot of them are just complaining about, things, their emotions, right? Why are they having those emotions? Because whatever's happening or whatever's being said goes against their mentality, goes against their ideology, goes against their way of thinking. If somebody said, this is just an example, don't take it verbatim, but if somebody came up to you and said, this morning I crawled out of bed, got me a cup of coffee, went out on the back porch, and walking across my backyard was a god from outer space. Well, your first thought would be, what'd you put in your coffee, right? Your second thought would be, did you have your glasses on? Did you see what was going on? You're reacting, right? You're using your thoughts, and your first thing you're trying to do is debunk what the person said. Like, what'd you drink last night? You still drunk? You got a hangover? You got your glasses on? Huh? What'd you put in your coffee? Did you really see something cross your yard? Now, that individual that got their cup of coffee and stepped out on their back porch may have truly thought that he saw a God from outer space walking across his backyard. But he also made assumptions. How does he know it's from outer space? How does he know it's a God? He just saw something walking across his yard that he didn't recognize as being from this environment, being from anything that he'd known, right? I don't know if that's a good example or not, but that's just what I just pulled out of my brain here. I got to check this because I got an alert. Let me see what this thing says. It's an oldie, hi. Okay. All right. It's an IT bulletin. Major network incident. Network connectivity. Major outage. Okay. Well. I'm updated now. No, it was not me. Yes, I do have a cup of coffee. I did not see something wander across my backyard this morning because I wasn't there. I was right here. Let me say all this again. Complaining is not a strategy. If you don't like what is going on, instead of stirring the poo, as they say, if you want to create change and stand up for what you believe is right, do it in a respectful manner, and you will be more likely to be heard. Speak about problems, not people. Solutions, right? Speak about solutions, not emotions. And your outcomes will quickly become more positive. All right. It's amazing, isn't it? All right, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to drink my coffee.